we're all from Philly. We might not be in Philly. Maybe one out of the three lives still in Philly right now. But one thing that we do say that we are is we're hardcore football fans. We love our Eagles. Some of us may follow it more than others, but that's okay. We're still Philly fans. Sometimes people can try to get a little beef with us when they talk about football. And, if it warrants the fact that where a person needs a beat down, maybe. It might happen in the state. It might happen down the street. But it's gotten a little bit deadly. And to a point where actually somebody was shot and killed outside of Pat Steaks. We going right into this from the New York Post. A football argument between New York and Philly fan turns deadly outside of a cheesesteak joint. So the argument over football between a New York fan and a Philly supporter turned deadly outside a famous cheesesteak joint in Philly. Two fanatics were in line at Pat Steaks when they got into an argument about football. So the beef escalated and turned physical before one of the fans pulled a gun. Quote, they were arguing and it turned into a fight, the general manager Tom Francano of Pat Steaks said. One guy grabbed the other guy and got him in a grip, and the other guy pulled out a gun and shot him in the torso. It was the one shot. It was just one shot. Cops came, and they came with the quickness. The shooter ran off, but was reportedly caught by the cops outside of Independence Hall. The unidentified victim, a 23-year-old, was rushed to a nearby hospital where he did pass away, unfortunately. Now, Pat's wound up closing for several hours as the police investigated, but the Philly mainstay was soon back in business and customers lined up for their cheesesteaks and everything hours later. So he said that his employees were pretty shaken up, and he doesn't understand what goes through people's minds. It's a freaking tragedy when anyone dies senselessly, unquote. Cortez, GPS, who wants to tackle this first?
Well, can I start out?
Oh, yeah, please do. Please share.
Thank you. What time did this go down from what you just read? I just want you to repeat what time it went down.
I'm guessing it's the evening time.
I thought it was between 1 and 2 that it went down because I'll be real with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think those cats were under the influence, man.
Really?
I really believe. Yeah, because, those steak places open all night, man, if I'm correct.
Oh, absolutely. 24/7.
I wouldn't be shocked if they were drunk, man. I would be shocked if one of them was intoxicated.
Okay.
And then on top of that lets me know right there, man, that if I want a gun, I don't have to go through any ID checks or anything, man. I know exactly where I can find a gun at if I go down to Philly. Because people are out in gun control. Mm-hmm. I don't believe it's gun control. I think it's really, you got individuals in certain sections of the city that are doing straw purchases.
True, very true. Good point.
And they're not, saying like this, because I don't hear the guy who shot the other guy, man. I bet you any amount of money he didn't even own that wasn't his gun. It wasn't even a registered gun, man.
Very good point.
I wouldn't be shocked if he got that off somebody that he knew somebody. That's why I don't understand when the NRA get all hyped up when people say we need to get rid of these automatics and this and that, and I'm like, look, I don't see no brown and Latino gun companies or anything in Philadelphia.
No.
How are these cats getting these weapons? How are they getting these weapons to go out and shoot each other? How? Because not like, I can go down to North Philadelphia and go to certain sections. They don't do a background check on me, man. If I have cash, they'll give me a piece.
How about that?
So I mean, it says we got to think about, man, those two guys. I really believe they were under the influence, man. Because I'm not going to fight you over New York Giants, bro. I don't have time to sit up there and argue with you about it, man. I really don't. I thought you were going to say it was a Dallas fan or something, man.
Oh, my God, no. If it was that, then it would have been total chaos. I mean, I think there would have been machetes pulled out and everything like that, honestly.
I think the Dallas person would have probably drew the gun first, man, because it's you know how things are up in Dallas, man.
Yeah. We know how they act sometimes, and just for the record, Dallas does suck still. So GPS, what is your take on this?
First of all, I really question people's judgment when you get in such a heated discussion about any sports team, any athlete at all, when these people don't even know you. But you're willing to shoot somebody over what may or may not happen, what should or should not be, what could not have happened, this, that, and the third.
Right.
None of these people solicit your opinion at any point in time during the business day of what they're doing. Yet you feel comfortable enough to argue about it so heavily that you're going to pull out a gun and risk charges and jail time over people that don't know you and people you don't even really know. You just know of them. Clearly, both of them are really out of line. But the guy that pulled the gun is really out of line. And, he gets what he deserves. There's just no excuse for it. We can all have our differences, fine. I understand. I mean, I'm not like a sports fanatic per se.
Correct. But
this whole thing of, Dallas, Philadelphia and Dallas fans going to go to blows over who's what, cut it out.
Well, it would be Dallas, Philadelphia on a regular day, but this was just between Philly and New York fans. So
Philly, I don't care what the team is.
Because I agree with you. I agree with you, GPS. Larry is not going to invite me over his house for me just because I took out a. He's not going to invite me over his house. We ain't going to be partying like that, man, because I shot a Giants fan. Lori is not going to invite me into the Eagles training camp.
No ticker take parades for you, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. And I tell people, I tell this to my students. I was like, you motherfuckers get so passionate about arguing about sports. Your dumbasses ain't getting paid for it. You ain't getting paid. I mean,
thank you.
Y'all ain't getting paid for this shit. Y'all, sports is just for pure entertainment.
Correct.
There you go.
That's all it is entertainment. Those cats get out there, they get paid to do what they do. I am not going to sit up there and shoot my neighbor because me and my neighbor has a disagreement over a team. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not. Lori is not sending me a check for me standing up for the Eagles every 5 minutes.
You're not a spokesperson for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what you're trying to say.
Hell no. I'm not, man. I'm not a spokesperson for them, man.
Okay.
Because they're not like, are they going to have my back? Like, for example, I don't know which fan it was that got this shot, whoever shot who, man. Mm-hmm. But is that team, that NFL team, are they going to send their attorneys down to back up that guy? Mm-hmm. Are they gonna send their criminal lawyers down there and say, "Oh man, we heard what happened. We feel bad. We're gonna give you some legal defense because we know you can't afford it." Hell no, man. Yeah. He on his own, bro.
Pretty much.
All on his own.
Yeah, that's his dumbass decision making, man.
It's nonsense. There's so many other things in this world, and if you're gonna fight over sports, you're an idiot.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why were they in front of Pats? Like, who was he? It must have been out-of-staters because no one eats there from Philly. I'm just like, we in this day and time, I don't know. I've been watching the news, and crime in inner cities is up all over the United States. So people are on edge. But I mean, life is so valuable. So for you to argue over sports, come on, dude. Man. It's just nonsense.
It's just but I would say do it. Just do a manly bet. Put some money on it, and if you lose, okay, you lose the money. Or if you just want to scrap, just put the piece down, just pick up your fist and just throw some blows. That's it. Make it manly, and then afterwards, walk away. That's all you should do. That was originally the Philly way, but times have changed, I guess, and individuals' mindsets have changed. So either way, condolences definitely go out to the individual that was involved in this switch because it was senseless. And just to tell everybody else, look, if you're gonna support your team, rep your city, cool. If you got to throw some bows, okay. Strap, nah, man. Nah, don't waste your life in a cell bar and then dropping soap and then getting tagged by your new boyfriend, okay? Please, don't get into that situation, all right?